Goldie Hawn's infectious laugh and bright smile have made her a beloved figure in Hollywood. From bikinis to body paint, her on-screen presence was light, carefree, and fun, offering the world a sense of joy. Yet behind her iconic giggle was a woman struggling with panic attacks so severe that her heart would race to the point where she feared she might die. America knew Goldie for her bubbly, dumb, blonde persona. But behind the scenes, she was quietly fighting personal battles that no one could see. Hollywood only told part of her story, the part where she was the happy blonde bombshell, but there was much more. Goldie's life was a transformation of rejection into strength, using her underestimated status to her advantage and ultimately reshaping her identity as a powerful force in Hollywood. The early years, rejected and overlooked. Goldie's journey started in Tacoma Park, Maryland, where her childhood home was filled with music, but not the kind of happiness most children experience. Her father, a saxophonist, played late into the night, while her mother, Laura Hann, kept a tight rein on her. Laura enrolled Goldie in ballet classes when she was just 3 years old, not because Goldie asked, but because she saw an opportunity for her daughter to succeed where she hadn't. Ballet was meant to teach discipline, but for Goldie, it also came with harsh lessons in inadequacy. She wasn't the waif-like ballerina the world expected. She had curves, a softer body that didn't fit the mold. The constant corrections, suck in your stomach, point your toes, seemed to confirm that she was never quite good enough. It was here that Goldie first developed the anxiety that would haunt her for years, the anxiety behind the dance. By her early teens, Goldie's anxiety had become a constant companion. What started as small jitters before performances turned into full-blown panic attacks. She had no words for what she was feeling, only an overwhelming sense that the world was too big and she was too small to fit into it. At school, she was neither popular nor particularly academic, just a girl who danced, which made her interesting but still distant. Boys saw the blonde hair and assumed she was easy. Girls saw the same things and dismissed her as shallow. What no one saw was the girl who lay awake at night, heart racing, wondering if she was more than just a pretty face. She felt like an outsider, always looking in, never truly a part of the world around her. Dreams of dance and the go-go boots. At 16, Goldie made a life-changing decision to pursue dance professionally. She enrolled at American University, but the real learning took place in the small dance studios of Washington, D.C. Goldie performed in local productions and took any job that came her way, but the professional dance world wasn't kind to her. She was constantly told that she didn't fit the mold. Too blonde, too bouncy. Your body is wrong. Every rejection deepened her doubt. Maybe her mother had been wrong. Maybe talent and discipline weren't enough to succeed. And then at 19, Goldie found herself in the go-go dancer scene. In a gritty club where the platforms were sticky with spilled beer, she danced in white boots and short skirts, her body being objectified while she tried to survive. This job, though humiliating, taught her valuable lessons. She learned how to command attention, to use her body and smile as tools of her own power, and to own the attention that was often thrust upon her. Laugh in the breakthrough moment. In 1968, Goldie got a chance that would change her life. She auditioned for Rowan and Martin's Laugh In, a comedy variety show that was unpretentious and far from glamorous. It wasn't guaranteed to last, but Goldie needed the work. She was nervous, anxious even, but when the music started, something inside her shifted. Instead of performing the controlled, precise movements of ballet, she let go. She danced with the wild, uninhibited energy she had learned on the go-go platforms. For the first time in years, she was unapologetically herself, giggling, stumbling, and connecting with the producers in a way that wasn't about perfection. They saw something that the ballet world never had, an energy, a uniqueness, a potential for connection. And that's what got her hired. Laugh-In would go on to make her a household name. The turning point. Awards and recognition. As Laugh-In gained recognition, the pressure on Goldie intensified. The show received multiple Emmy nominations, but Goldie wasn't nominated for anything. She was part of the ensemble, but her talent was overshadowed by the image of the ditzy blonde. That night, as she sat in the audience, clapping for her colleagues while they collected their awards, something inside her hardened. Goldie realized she was at a crossroads. She could either accept her fate as the comedic dumb blonde or fight to prove that she was capable of more. Instead of complaining or demanding respect, Goldie chose to take action. She decided that her next move would be to prove her true worth. By becoming undeniably talented, she would show the world that there was more to her than a smile and a giggle. The Cactus Flower audition, proving everyone wrong. The audition for Cactus Flower in 1969 should have been a formality. Goldie Hawn, the star of Laugh-In, auditioning for a supporting role in a romantic comedy. She had already made her mark as the bubbly, blonde sweetheart, but now she was determined to show the world that she had more to offer. Goldie approached the audition with a new mindset. Instead of playing the role she had been typecast into, she stepped into the character with a depth that surprised everyone. It wasn't just about looking cute or playing a comedic foil. She brought heart, vulnerability, and strength to the role. The casting directors were blown away. They saw her potential not as a one-dimensional character, but as a real actress with range. Goldie was cast in Cactus Flower, and this role would be the turning point in her career. It would be the moment she proved once and for all that there was far more to her than anyone had ever imagined. Becoming an Oscar winner. By 1970, Goldie Hawn had already shattered expectations. Cactus Flower was a massive success, and Goldie's performance earned her an Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress. The dumb blonde was now an Oscar winner. This victory marked not only a personal triumph, but a statement to Hollywood that Goldie was a force to be reckoned with. She had worked hard to dismantle the stereotype that had held her back for so long. No longer just the giggling blonde on a variety show, Goldie was now an accomplished actress, one who had proven that she could tackle roles with depth and authenticity. And yet, despite her professional success, the most significant part of Goldie's legacy was not just her ability to make people laugh. It was her ability to endure, to transform rejection into power, and to redefine herself in the face of adversity.